Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the UK Quarantine Quiz, Little Les edition. It's 2 minutes past 8. We were just checking the piece of string between here in Gosport and the USA. Welcome to all the teams that are joining this evening. Quite a contrast from last week's contribution. We had 32 teams, what with football, etc. on this evening. We might not see so many teams or new teams at all. But on that note, I know we do have the Five Alls with us this evening, the Cosmic Cabbage, the FAM, and I'm certain Mark will let us know. So if you have joined us this evening, please put your answer into the question, how much money did we raise last week for Solent Mind? Whether you joined us or not, please write an answer in so we can see what teams have joined us this evening, and we can also see that your answers are being received. Likewise, as you know, the chat screen, chat amongst yourself, type in something, good evening, hi, or anything like that. So again, we can see that your chat screen is working. Mark is the only person, my son in the USA, that can see your chat screen. Okay. Likewise, make certain that you can hear me and us okay. Put something in the chat screen, yes, or you can't hear, turn it up or whatever. Likewise, if you are a team captain, you're highlighted in yellow. It is your answer that is submitted. All your team members suggest an answer. You are the one that decides which one to submit. So make certain you submit that button now. So again, we can make certain that your answers are coming through. 5 rounds of 10 questions. Round 2 is always a picture round. Round 4 is always a music round. And the other 3 subjects are mixed up and varied. So, hi there, Alison from Team Momo. It looks as though you're by yourself this evening. So, best of luck on that one. Don't depart. You never know. You could be lucky.
Yeah, but Ali is a school teacher, so she's going to know all of the answers. And I guess she's joining us this evening because it's the spring break.
So stay with us, Ali. Doesn't matter, just see what you can do. You might be by yourself, but they're easy if you know them, difficult if you don't. Just try and keep off the bottom run. A good effort if you do. So here we go. So
anyway, how much do we raise? So we've got this evening 5 Alls, Cosmic Cabbage, the FAM, Ali, all by her lonesome, on Team Momo, Bob's and Stew, and the Frazzled Lobsters.
Good evening, guys and girls. So, question, how much money did we raise last week? Hopefully, you've all submitted an answer. And again, thank you very much, sincerely, for everyone taking part last week, and especially those of you, the teams that donated, which I think was the majority of you. So that's great news. So how much did we raise last week, Mark?
We raised £1,490.
Pounds, not dollars. £1,490. What that is converted in dollars, I have no idea.
It is $2,052.88.
There you go. And that's, of course, at the conversion rate. So £1,490. Thank you very, very much. That's the only time we'll ask you this year to donate and take part. Otherwise, we'll continue every week playing for fun and the honour of getting to the top. So, without further ado, let's go for it. Let's go through the questions and see if you know the answers.
You're absolutely right. At least £1,000 of that was from Rick trying to get into the distillery.
Yeah, and I believe Rick likes the Lady Mayoress of Gosport, so I'm arranging for a picture of Zoe to be signed by her and sent to him. So, Rick, it will be in the post. Question 1, which island? So question 1 is all about geography. Where would you be? So the question is, which island would you be standing on if you were approximately 5 kilometers east of the Golden Gate Bridge? There you go, an American question. Or did I give that away by saying Golden Gate Bridge, saying it was in America? Could be in England. You never know. Which island would you be standing on if you're approximately 5 kilometers east of the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah, you're right, Pip. Again, we are lacking some lobsters. I've just been totally swamped. I haven't even had time to remove the little raffle ticket sticker. Look, that's how busy I've been this week. So yes, apologies, but there are lobsters coming. Honest.
And this week, Easter weekend, so I was going to sling in an Easter 10-question quiz for you around, but I thought, nah, what the hell, I won't. So there's no Easter round quiz questions. So which island would you be standing on if you were approximately 5 kilometers east of the Golden Gate Bridge? So 10-second countdown coming up. Depends on the lag, but 10 seconds coming up. 50 seconds has gone. 10-second countdown. Remember, question 10, you don't get that 10-second countdown. It's my dulcet tones. Question 2. Where is the only place on Earth that you could stand at a height of 8,848 meters above sea level? Where is the only place on Earth that you could stand at a height of 8,848 meters above sea level?
Yeah, we were actually a few minutes late starting this evening because the internet is a little bit flimsy at the moment. Just in case we get kicked off. Little Les is doing a nice little flickering thing.
So where's the only place on Earth that you could stand at a height of 8,848 meters above sea level? Ten-second countdown coming up.
Yeah, get your answers in. We still need to figure out when we're going to auction off your jumpers, little Les.
We'll do that at the end.
At the end.
At the end. At the end of the
sad.
quizzes.
So sad.
Right, so again, here we go. Question 3 coming up. Which sea would you be swimming in to the east of Baku in Azerbaijan? Where would you be if you were swimming in the sea to the east of Baku in Azerbaijan? What sea would you be swimming in?
That is a good point. If we wait until the end of the quiz before we auction off the jumpers, won't it be too warm to wear jumpers then?
Well, let's put it like this. You've then got time for the winter, haven't you?
So
to wear them.
You've got time to chow down on burgers every day so you can fill it out come winter.
Yeah, definitely. When we get to the now, we're coming into the warmer. We'll have the t-shirts.
So you can auction off some of your t-shirts as well.
Yes,
definitely.
Is
that what you're saying?
10-second countdown coming up, and they'll be washed and ironed as well. 10-second countdown coming up. I've got some very good Vegas ones, as you know.
You mean Mum will wash and iron them?
Well, of course. Question 4. If you were climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, in which country would you be? If you were climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, in which country would you be? Now, Alison is a teacher in the USA. What is her specialized subject? Is it geography? We're going to find out after these 10 questions.
She is a maths teacher.
A maths teacher? Oh, yeah. My God.
I'm sure she won't mind me telling everybody that. Yeah, I know.
My worst possible subject at school. If you were climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, in which country would you be?
If you were climbing what? Say that again.
Mount Kilimanjaro.
There you go.
It's my teeth. See, in my days, Mark, they had corporal punishment at school. That big cane, I used to get. Right, 10-second countdown coming up. And I can always remember my teacher, Mr. Kirby, in maths saying, "Hey ho, what do you do with these brackets?" And I replied instantly, "Use them to hang up shelves, sir." I found myself in the headmaster's room. Question 5. If you were able to jump 384,400 kilometers from Earth's surface and land safely, where would you be? If you were able to jump 384,400 kilometers from Earth's surface and land safely, where would you be? Might be worth remembering this because it could be used as a tiebreaker question. If you were to jump 384,400 kilometers from Earth's surface and land safely, where would you be?
You're getting some grief for the wording on this question. Which direction are you going in?
Makes no difference because there's only one place you can land that's 384,400 kilometers away.
I knew you
Full
were
stop.
say that.
End of story. Right, 10-second countdown.
Okay, hang on a sec. I'm going to reset some things because I think we've lost your picture. So bear with me a second. You still there?
Yeah, I can still hear myself.
Alright, well we'll move on to the next question while I sort this out.
As long as you can hear me, that's the main thing. Question 6. If you were looking at the Statue della Libertà, situated on the, no idea, Ile Ox Signis, no idea how to say that. In which city would you be? So help me out, guys and girls. If you were looking at the Statue della Libertà, situated on the Ile Ox Signis, in which city would you be? Can you hear me still, Mark?
Yeah, sorry, we can still hear you.
Yeah. Good, as long as you can hear me, that's the main thing.
Your picture is fried.
Oops, what's happened there? You still there?
Yeah, we're still here. Sorry, guys. A few technical issues today. They can still see the questions and they should still be able to hear you.
That's the main thing. Okay.
Or maybe I should hit mute. I don't know.
10-second countdown coming up. So forgive my pronunciation. If we were looking at the Statue della Libertà, situated on the Ile Signis, no idea how to say that, in which city would you be? Question 7. The Farne, F-A-R-N-E, islands are situated in which sea? The Farne Islands are situated in which sea? If you were to travel to the Farne Islands, F-A-R-N-E islands, they are situated in which sea? Farne Islands.
Must admit, you've definitely got a face for radio.
Yeah, my picture's just frozen, isn't it?
Yeah, bear with me a second. You may you may lose us for a second, but
if just leave me like that, Mark. If as long as they can hear us and we can carry on, that's the main thing.
You do look a lot better.
If I'd have known, I'd have gone into my pose.
Your pose.
My Vogue pose.
I was going to say which one. Or
right,
do we not want to know?
10-second countdown coming up. Question 8 coming up. If you were in Agra, A-G-R-A, India, which famous mausoleum would you visit? If you were in Agra, India, which famous mausoleum would you visit? I believe the mausoleum is not actually in Agra, it's just outside. If you were in Agra, India, which famous mausoleum would you visit?
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
Is that mausoleum said with a Norfolk accent?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware. Little Les is frozen. Yeah. Yes. I don't know what's going on. His piece of string internet is obviously having a bit of a wobbly.
Yeah, I don't touch anything down this end. I don't want to lose you. So 10-second countdown coming up. If you were in Agra, India, which famous mausoleum would you visit?
And yes, it is pronounced mausoleum. It's mausoleum with a Norfolk accent. Yeah.
And question 9 coming up. If you were sailing through the Bering Strait, B-E-R-I-N-G, if you were sailing through the Bering Strait, which 2 countries would you be passing by? Of course, one on your left, one on your right.
Well, wouldn't it be
one on your port,
one on your port,
and
one on your starboard? Yeah.
No, one on your port, one on your leeward.
Yeah. All right.
If you were sailing through the Bering Strait, which 2 countries would you be passing by? And of course, you need them both to be correct to score. If you were sailing through the Bering Strait, which 2 countries would you be passing by?
Apparently, the dodgy internet connection is because the 5 Alls is using all the data.
What, to book all their places for when they reopen?
I was going to say, I would love to know what they're using all that data for.
So, 10-second countdown coming up. If you were sailing through the Bering Strait, which 2 countries would you be passing by? And remember the last question, you do not get 10 seconds. You get the 10-second countdown from me. Get your answers in. Right, question 10. Where would you be if you had visited the Luxor, Tropicana, Flamingo, and Treasure Island? Where would you be if you had visited the Luxor, Tropicana, Flamingo, and Treasure Island? My favorite place in the world.
Yes, I like this place. I've been there a few times.
I think last count 37 times by me, Mark.
I think I've done 9.
Where would you be if you had visited the Luxor, Tropicana, Flamingo, and Treasure Island? And say the last count 37 times by me.
In fact, I think was I there with you, Ali? I think I was there with Ali. I don't know.
Right, here we go. 10-second countdown coming up.
They all blur into one.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Let's go through the questions and the answers. Where would you be if you were 5 kilometers east of the Golden Gate Bridge? Alcatraz Island. Alcatraz. I'm certain there's 1 or 2 different variations of spelling on that one, Mark.
Yeah, I think I got you. Staten Island. Ali will find that funny. Staten Island and Alcatraz.
Opposite sides of the states. Question 2.
But very similar.
8848 meters above sea level, you would be standing on Mount Everest. The sea east of Baku in Azerbaijan is the Caspian Sea, not the Black Sea, but the Caspian Sea. Mount Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania. 400 kilometers from Earth's surface. Where would you be? On the moon. The Statue de la Liberté in that place. Where would you be? You would be in Paris. It's a replica of the Statue of Liberty, Paris. The Farne Islands are in the North Sea. You would be visiting the Taj Mahal if you were near Agra, India. Number 9, Russia and America, Russia and USA. Or USA and Russia, whichever way around you want to put it.
Russia and the United States. Yeah, hang on. You'll rate that slightly differently. Yeah, no, I can't give that to you. Sorry, Alaska is not a country.
Correct, Alaska is not a country. Where would you be if you had visited the Luxor, Tropicana, Flamingo, and Treasure Island, Las Vegas? And that's where I always stay, the Luxor.
And apparently I've not been there with Ali. We must have been going alternate years. There you go. I used to go there for pool tournaments. Fun times. Back in my youth.
Right, so let's have a look at the scores on the doors. Right, so the Frazzled Lobsters 10, Cosmic Cabbage 10, Team Momo 9. Well done, Ali, by yourself. 5 alls, 9. Bobs and Stu 5, and the Fam 5. Let's go for it, guys and girls. Right, so round 2 is a picture round. It's all to do with cartoons, characters in movies of a caricature type nature, animation, etc. You get the idea. So question 1, who am I? Who is this a picture of? Easy if you know it, difficult if you don't. I must admit I've seen this film with my grandchildren, but even so, I couldn't tell you who this was. Some will find this easy pictures, some will find it difficult.
How do you not know this?
I didn't know what his name was.
But surely you've been forced to watch the movies enough that...
Yeah, I watch the movies, but I don't pay attention to the guy's name. So question 1, who is this a picture of?
I don't know.
So easy if you know it, difficult if you don't. This was extremely difficult for me. I didn't have a clue. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up.
Yeah, or maybe I just watch these movies a lot more than you do.
So here we go. Moving on to question 2. Who am I? Who is this a picture of? All I need is a first name. If you know the rest, then great. But all I need is a first name. Who am I? So if you haven't got a clue, think of a girl's name, woman's name, and have a guess. Question 2. Who am I?
Yeah, you chose a good night to dial in, Ali.
So 10-second countdown coming up. Question 3, one for the oldies. Who am I? Who is this a picture of? I'm certain you all know the program. But who is this?
Could be a couple of different shows. I know which one you're talking about, but it could be a couple of different shows. There were some spin-offs and some of these characters.
Yeah, but this character only had one name, obviously.
Oh well, I know that. If you know the character, yeah.
Question 3, who is this a picture of? I'm certain you all know the TV show. Do you know this character's name? Right, so 10-second countdown coming up now. Question 4. Who is this a picture of? I need a first name and a surname for this one. First name and a surname for this one. Who is this a picture of?
It's funny, you actually spelled the answer to this wrong. And just changing his name made it really funny.
Question 4. Who is this a picture of? Who am I?
So I corrected it, by the way. So you're not going to have to pay a pound into the pot.
Right, so 10-second countdown coming up now. Who am I?
Some funny answers coming in for this one.
Question 5, certainly one for the oldies. Who is this a picture of?
One for the oldies. What do you like? They still, he still is in comic books that are being released today.
Yeah, I know.
Because I've got him hanging on my wall in front of me.
But the TV cartoon that this character features in goes back quite some way back. So who is this a picture of?
Wasn't this one of your favourites? I remember watching this with you.
Yep. And we did a who, what's the name of the dog, round quite a few months back, and this one appeared in it. So 10-second countdown coming up. So question 6. Who is this a picture of?
Now I thought this was tricky.
Question 6. Who is this a picture of?
Go on then. Seeing as we have Ali on tonight, because she hasn't been on for a while, do you want to demonstrate your maths skills?
I think there was 3 plus 3 plus 1 of them, wasn't there?
Right. So if you don't know the answer to this, what's your chance of guessing the answer?
1 in... Do you want it in fractions or do you want it in decimal points?
Can I have it expressed as a percentage?
Oh, blimey. Now you're asking. Let's have a look.
Oh, now, see, you're cheating because your picture's frozen, so you're off camera using a calculator, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not using a calculator. Trust me, because I don't know how to find a calculator on my phone. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up.
That's not mean, Ali. You missed the past few weeks with little Les and his true false binary questions and 30%.
Here we go. Question 7. Right. Who am I? Who is this a picture of? Again, if you know the program, watch the show. An easy one. If you don't, then a difficult one. I could tell you what show it was or what it is, but I could not tell you this person's name, although he is a very famous person from the show.
Have you not seen the vaccination special that they
did
on this? Actually pretty funny.
Well, I'm still trying to work out the percentage.
Yeah, I can hear the cogs grinding from here.
About 14.5%. Is that about right? Does that sound something right? I don't know.
Was that the tapping of the calculator? I heard
No, that was my bit of paper and my pen. Right, so 10-second countdown.
Yeah, now the lobsters are getting in on the act.
Question 8. Who am I? And I did put on this one, I believe, Mark, that I needed the correct spelling for this one.
You did not. I don't think. We can ask for correct spelling if you like.
Yeah, we need the answer to this question 8. Who am I? And you need the correct spelling. So question 8, the picture, the character you see in front of you. Who am I? And you need the correct spelling.
You did put in a surname. Were you asking for a surname?
No. No.
No? Alright.
Just the first name. Who am I? And I need the correct spelling. So here we go. Moving on to question number 9. Who am I? Who is this character from a film? As long as it looks phonetically correct. I don't need a correct spelling for this one. As long as it looks phonetically correct. Question 9. Picture in front of you. Who am I? Who is this character you see in front of you?
So is the internet actually frozen right now, or are you like punking us? Did you just get a cardboard cutout, like printed out?
I don't know what's going on with,
You've like taken a picture and
stuck it on there
to the camera or something.
So is it my camera then that's not working, or what?
It's just the video feed. We can just refresh it. You can redial me if you like.
Oh, good.
Yes. The consensus is that you've actually nipped down the 5-alls.
Yeah. I've got a recorded message.
Breaking quarantine.
I'm better than Siri. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up.
Is there any update on the 5-alls opening, Julia? Anything new?
And last but not least, remember question 10, you don't get a 10-second countdown. So first name of the picture that you see of the person in front of you. What is this character's first name? Question 10. Who is she? First name. That's all I need. Again, if you know, difficult if you don't. And remember, you don't get a 10-second countdown, you get the shout from me. Oh, you're going to miss all my moves for the music.
Yes, we are going to miss your wonderful dancing.
And I got a good round for music this week as well.
Actually,
right, so
actually, yeah,
10,
probably a good thing the camera is frozen.
10-second countdown coming up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is it. Round 2 is over. Number 1, who is it? Gru. G-R-U. Number 2, it's Lucy from Peanuts. Who am I? This is Choo Choo. Choo Choo.
Who was from Top Cat. Yes.
And Boss Cat.
And Boss Cat and a few others.
Choo Choo.
Barbera spin-offs.
Ned Flanders.
Yeah, you left off the N, so it had Ed Flanders. And somehow just changing his name to Ed just seemed weird.
And who is this? Right, question 5, Droopy.
And yes, you did submit that, Ali.
Question 6, who is this? One of the 7 dwarfs. It is Doc. Doc is the only one that wears glasses.
And
Doc.
You had a what, 14.5% chance of...
Well, that's what I reckon, something like that. Doc. And this is Eric Cartman from...
South Park.
South Park. My brain went froze then. Yeah, so Eric Cartman. Eric or Cartman. Who is this? Daphne. D-A-P-H-N-E. Daphne. His surname is Blake. Daphne Blake. Question 9. Remy. From Ratatouille, I think it is. Or Ratatouille, something like that.
Ratatouille, yes. And last but not least...
And number 10.
Hang on, let me check your spelling. Yep.
This is Jessie. Jessie the cowgirl from Toy Story 2 and 3.
Correct. Alright, let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Scores on the doors. Frazzle Lobsters 19, Cosmic Cabbage 19. It'll be interesting to see if they both dropped on the same question. 5 alls hanging in there on 18. Ali by herself, Team Momo 17. Nice one. Bobs and Stu 9. Just go in front of the fam. 6. Come on, fam, you can do it. Right, so here we go. Let's go into round 3. Round 3, Mark, remind me. Oh, famous pit duos, double axe. Wasn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah, double axe. So question 1, all to do with double axe. So question 1, here we go. Which legendary double axe starred in a 1932 Oscar-winning short film called The Music Box as delivery men struggling to push a large crated piano up a long flight of stairs? Always makes me laugh, this one. Which legendary double act starred in a 1932 Oscar-winning short film called The Music Box as delivery men struggling to push a large crated piano up a long flight of stairs? So you need both names. And of course, both names have to be correct to score. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Which legendary double act starred in 1932 Oscar-winning short film called The Music Box as delivery men struggling to push a large crated piano up a long flight of stairs? 10-second countdown.
Yep, should be on your screens now.
Yep.
Bit of a delay there.
So again, moving on. Question 2. Barry David Elliott and Paul Harmon Elliott are better known as which comedy duo? Barry David Elliott and Paul Harmon Elliott are better known as which comedy duo?
I thought this was tough, but I actually got it. I very much doubt Ali B will get this one. Very much. I don't think they were exported to the US.
No, I don't think so.
Were known. Yes, true.
Right, so 10-second countdown coming up.
Feel free to have a guess, Ali Boo. Yeah, but I would not expect you to get that one. Let's just say they would not be the best of British exports, I would say. I don't know.
No, not really. Question 3. In their excellent adventure and bogus journey, what did Bill and Ted travel through time in? In their excellent adventure and bogus journey, what did Bill and Ted travel through time in? So where's White Knight and the rest of them? For Team Momo.
I don't know. I think we wore them out last week.
Yeah.
We rallied the troops last week, wore everybody out.
So 10-second countdown coming up. In their excellent adventure and bogus journey, what did Bill and Ted travel through time in?
Lots of funny chat right now about the answer to question 2.
I can't even remember question 2. Question 4. Comedy duo Frank Skinner and David Bedell teamed up with which rock band to record the song Three Lions? And again, this is perhaps one Ali will not have a clue in or on. Comedy duo Frank Skinner and David Bedell teamed up with which rock band to record the song Three Lions?
I mean, it is the UK quarantine quiz.
Yes, I know it's the UK, and it's just felt quite fortunate for Ali that we've had quite a few American orientated questions.
Maybe we should handicap the Americans. What do you think?
I think we've done that already. Comedy duo Frank Skinner and David Bedell teamed up with which rock band to record the song Three Lions? Got to UK number 1. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up.
I take it you're not looking at football scores right now.
No, don't want to know anything about football this evening.
Nobody tell me in chat. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, don't mention any football scores in chat.
If you want to spoil things.
10-second countdown. So here we go. Number 5, which American folk rock duo had a 1969 top 10 hit in the UK singles chart with the song The Boxer? Which American folk rock duo had a 1969 top 10 hit in the UK singles chart with the song The Boxer? Which American folk rock duo had a 1969 top 10 hit in the UK singles chart with the song The Boxer? So, as always, going to give you a 10-second countdown coming up now. Which American folk rock duo had a 1969 top 10 hit in the UK singles charts with the song The Boxer? 3 seconds left. Submit your answers now. Question 6. Mulder and Scully were the main characters in which TV show? Mulder, M-U-L-D-E-R, and Scully, S-C-U-L-L-Y, were the main characters in which TV show? Mulder and Scully were the main characters in which TV show?
sorry, I'm aware there's a bit of lag this evening. We're obviously having a bit of slowdown somewhere in the pipe. But everybody clearly knows their sci-fi because they all got that one in. So we can move swiftly on.
Yeah.
There's a lag somewhere and I can't tell where it is. But so yeah.
Question 7. Frodo and Sam appear in which fantasy novel and film trilogy? Frodo and Sam appear in which fantasy novel and film trilogy?
Trilogy.
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 Did you put your teeth in backwards tonight?
I haven't taken my drugs tonight.
Oh God.
That's the problem.
You've got one job.
Frodo and Sam appear in which fantasy novel and film trilogy?
Trilogy. Yes, he did. Little Les had a 25% chance of getting trilogy right.
No, I didn't. It was less than that because there's a question mark after it as well.
Is that it? Maybe it's a special branch of maths. What do you think, Ali? Trilogy? Like trigonometry or something?
Well, I know trill is what budgies eat. So, question 8. Here we go. Jane Torval and Christopher Dean won a gold medal at the 1984 Winter Olympics, skating to the classical piece Bolero. Which French composer created Bolero? I just need their surname. Jane Torval and Christopher Dean won a gold medal at the 1984 Winter Olympics, skating to the classical piece Bolero. Which French composer created Bolero? All I need is their surname.
Nice, I like that, Chris. Trigology. There you go.
Yeah, but that's got a G in it, isn't it?
It's a trilogy of trigonometry. I don't know, the study of trig on 3 sides or something? I don't know.
Jane Torval and Christopher Dean won a gold medal at the 1984 Winter Olympics skating to the classical piece Bolero. Which French composer created Bolero? All I need is a surname. 10-second countdown coming up.
Yeah, we can move swiftly on. Everybody knew that one.
Question 9. In computer gaming, Mario and Luigi are part of which profession? In computer gaming, the duo of Mario and Luigi are part of which profession? What is the profession of Mario and Luigi?
Oh God! Now Chris is off talking about Pythag. Yeah. Opened a maths can of worms.
Computer gaming, Mario and Luigi are part of which profession? Okay. 10-second countdown coming up.
Everybody knew that one. Where'd you go?
And last question. Gnasher, Gnasher. Gnasher is the pet of which catapult-wielding comic book character? I knew this one. Gnasher, Gnasher. Gnasher is the pet of which catapult-wielding comic book character?
One of the only books you actually read.
I'm reading that now, actually. Gnasher is the pet of which Gnasher is the pet of which catapult-wielding comic book character? 30 seconds gone, 30 seconds left. Remember, last question, you get the countdown from me. So we're coming up to 50 seconds now. So stand by for your countdown, which is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I used to record for that fab show, Thunderbirds. Countdown voice is mine. Right, here we go. Let's move on.
All right, there we go.
32 Oscar winning film, short film. The music box was, of course, Laurel and Hardy. Barry Elliott and Paul Elliott, they are brothers, so they are known as the Chuckle Brothers.
And yes, now Ali has to, mandatory, Ali has to now go Google the Chuckle Brothers.
Yeah, you got to look at them on YouTube, Ali.
What a
British
joy.
sense of humour.
Marvellous.
Question 3, Excellent Adventure, Bogus Journey. Bill and Ted travel through time in a telephone box.
Technically, they did travel through time in a time machine, but I don't think we're going to accept that answer.
No.
Right? You were looking for phone booth. So nice try, guys.
Fred Skinner and David Bedell teamed up with the rock song the Lightning Seeds. And question 5, Simon and Garfunkel, the boxer. Question 6, Mulder and Scully was the X-Files. Question 7, Frodo and Sam, Lord of the Rings. Question 8, they sung to the Ravel, R-A-V-E-L, Maurice Ravel, as long as it looks phonetically correct. Mario and Luigi were plumbers. Nasha is the pet of Dennis the Menace.
Right, close rounds. Here we go. Here is your leaderboard. The end of round 3.
Right, the Frazzle Lobsters 29, Cosmic Cabbage 29, Fivals 27, Team Momo 24, Bobs and Stew 18, the Fam 14. So let's move on to the music round. So you wouldn't hear me, or sorry, you wouldn't hear or see me, but I am listening.
Yes, give me a second to reset this up. I wants to play nice this evening.
And this evening, the music round, it is UK number ones of the 1980s.
Okay. See if we can get this back again. Please hold. Yes, 1980s. A lot of happy people about that. Alright, so we are going to turn little Les off and throw in some dancing monkeys. And you are going to get 20 seconds. This wants to play. Come on. You're going to get 20 seconds from this piece of music. We're looking for the artist. Group or singer. Hang on. Alright, here we go.
My head is in a spin, my feet don't touch the ground. Because you're near to me, my head goes round and round. My knees are shaking, baby, my heart it beats like a drum.
Alright. We can't see little Les dancing away. So, hopefully you heard that. I'm trying to run 20 different screens at the moment. But, hopefully you could hear that okay. Getting answers in. Yes, we are. Okay, so I'll play it again. Here we go. Here's your second playthrough. Yes, I love this song too. It's a great song.
My head
was your second playthrough. Where's Jim's monkey wobble? So after we, by the way, I'll let you guys get that in. After last week's quiz, Julia from the Five Alls sent us pictures of her better half dancing like the monkey, bare-bellied and all. And she wanted to know if we were going to share that. I will save you all from that because there are some things that you cannot unsee. In the nicest possible way. Alright, get your answers in, otherwise we're moving on to... I actually thought that song was from the 70s. I must admit, little Les, I learnt something today. 1980. Alright, we are moving on to 1981. You're going to get 15 seconds from this UK number one. Who is the singer, artist, or group? Here we go. Alright, name that artist, group, singer, band. One of my favorite 80s bands, I think. Yeah, pretty good. Actually, yeah, one of my top 3 songs is by this artist, I think. Probably number 2, number 3 of all time. So, we're getting answers in. I will play that again. Here we go, another 15 seconds. Alright, that was your second playthrough. Just calm down, Chris. Calm down. The round isn't over yet. That's all I'm saying. Alright, I will give you a few more seconds to get your answers in. Hopefully the lag isn't too bad. I'm trying to kind of keep an eye on it, but by all means shout. Alright, get your answers in, otherwise we're moving on to question 3. And we're going to get 15 seconds, and we are, where are we? 1982. Oh, I see what you did. You went, each question is the next year. Oh, very clever, little Les. Alright, you're going to get 15 seconds from this 1982 number 1. Here we go. Another great 80s song. A great 80s band. So, get your answers in, have a guess. I'm not too certain. We are getting answers in, so I will play that again. Gonna get 15 seconds. Here we go. So that was your second playthrough from that UK number 1 from 1982. They were a 70s band. Yeah, okay, yeah, but they had hits in the 80s as well. But yeah, I see where you're coming from. Alright, get your answers in. Moving on to question number 4. And you've got this UK number 1 from 1983. And I'm not saying nothing, but if you don't get this one right, then there's something wrong with you. But you are going to get 5 seconds. Question is, can you identify this song in 5 seconds? Here we go. Not that one, that's the one we just had. Hang on, here we go. Here's the 5 seconds on this. Alright. Short and sweet. Hopefully you could hear it. Was a little bit quiet. Let me play it again. You only get 5 seconds. Yeah, we can play the whole thing later if you want. Okay. So let's hear it one more time. It's legendary. Alright. So you had 3 playthroughs. Only got 5 seconds. It was quiet. But get your answers in. Have a guess. A complete wild guess if you have no idea who it is. Alright, we are moving on to question 5. We are now in 1984. You're going to get 15 seconds this time. A little bit more. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Getting answers in. Yeah, that was a little bit of a late start. So we will go to here. I will play it again. Here is your second playthrough of the first 15 seconds of this UK number 1 from 1984. Okay, so that was your second playthrough. Get your answers in. Otherwise, we will move to question number 6. You still with us, little Les? You're very quiet.
Yes, I am indeed.
Alright. It's very quiet in the background, isn't he? Do we want to know what he's up to when we don't have the camera turned on? Alright, question 6. You are going to get 15 seconds from this UK number 1 from 1985. Here we go. All these 80s songs, they just make you want to sway. Alright, that was the first 15 seconds. And yeah, we're getting answers in. So I will play that all for you again. Here we go. And yes, don't worry about spelling. I'll make sure I get you. So, get your answers in. You had 2 playthroughs. I'm going to give you a couple more seconds. And we're moving on to question 7 and 1986. you are going to get 30 seconds, but you're only going to get it played once. There's a little exclamation mark, which means little Les is serious. Alright. So, listen carefully, everyone. You're only going to get one playthrough. Here we go. That was your one and only playthrough. Wonder what that song is called. The question is not what the song is called, though. The question is who sang it. Yes, it is a good tune. There was a lot of good songs in the 80s. They don't make them like they used to. Dear. Alright, everybody got their answers in pretty quick on that one, so we will move on to... Oh, it's another only a play once. So you're going to get 40 seconds this time. We're going to play it once. This is a UK number 1 from 1987. Ooh, this could be... I don't know. Could be a tough one for Ali Boo. Here we go. You're going to get 40 seconds. Here we go. Oh no, actually it's not the version I was thinking of. Here we go.
Yeah.
Alright, that was your... Yeah, that's what I said. It wasn't the version I was expecting when I heard that. So yeah, it did sound a little different, but then again, it has been a few years since I heard that. But I'm impressed people are getting the answer to that one. I didn't think I don't know. These two were English, I think. I think they were a very English duo. I was young. Alright, get your answers in. Moving on to question 9, 10 seconds is on. You're going to... see, Ali Boo's going to get so much English culture from these quizzes. The Chuckle Brothers and Melon Kin. Marvellous. Alright, you're going to get 30 seconds from, and this is a one play only as well, from this UK number 1 from 1988. Best song of the 80s? Possibly?
Let me in your heartbeat, let me feel your heartbeat, let me touch your heartbeat, I can change your heartbeat.
Can we not listen to the rest of that, little Les? And what reason did I like this video? It was great. This video was a classic. Right up there with Rick Astley. In fact, if you haven't seen it, they re-released the Rick Astley video in like super high def 4K, and it's really scary. It's really funny. Okay, so that was your one and only playthrough. So get your answers in. And we will move on to the last question of the music round. You're going to get a one play only again. Going to get 40 seconds. Just making sure I catch up on the lag. Bear with me a second. Alright, so get your answers in. We are moving on to the last question of the round. Going to get 40 seconds from this UK number one from 1989. It's another good one. Hang on, here we go.
Even when you're home, you won't pick up your phone and take my call. When I see you on the street, you stare down at your feet, you won't talk at all. If only you would see me one more time, and maybe someday you will find.
That's a great song. I probably have not heard that song in a good 20 or at least years. Ah, dear. Those were the days. I feel like you had this on single. Didn't you, little Les?
I did indeed.
Yeah. She was a Scouser, yeah. Giving away clues here. Did she do Eurovision?
10-second countdown. Yes, she did.
Did she? Can't remember that. Alright. So, yeah, get your answers in. Otherwise, we'll give you... Oh, yeah, we're on question 10. So, 10-second countdown from me. Get your answers in. Even if you don't know, have a guess. Otherwise, we will go through the answers. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go through the answers. And I know as much as everybody wants to hear all of those, maybe we should put together a little playlist. Little Les, what do you think? We'll put together a Spotify playlist and I'll share it. How about that?
Good idea.
Little Les doesn't know what that is, so... Alright, so the answer to number one from 1980 was Kelly Marie. Just get your spellings. Number 2 was The Human League, Don't You Want Me? Number 3 was Kraftwerk with The Model. Number 4 was the illustrious Phil Collins. Yeah, of course it's Phil Collins. We can't have an 80s round without Phil Collins. Come on. Number 5 was Duran Duran with Reflex. Number 6 was Fergal Sharkey, A Good Heart. Number 7 was Falco with Rock Me Amadeus. Number 8 was Mel and Kim. Sorry, Ali, you've never experienced Mel and Kim before. You're going to learn so much tonight. Number 9, the best song of the 80s, clearly, was I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. Don't know, maybe battling Rick Astley. Closely followed by Sonia with You'll Never Stop Me From Loving You. So, interesting audio round. Let's see how we did. And back to you, little Les. Even though
Okay, thank you very much for that, Mark. Right, here we go. The Frazzle Lobsters 39, Cosmic Cabbage 39, Fivels 37, Team Momo 31, Bobs and Stu 27, and the Fam on 14. Right, so moving on to the last round of the evening. And of course, as you said, Mark, brilliant round of 80s music. You missed all my moves. I'd been practicing all week, but they can only get better for next week. So here we go. Last round. Good luck, everyone. Question 1. According to the film Gremlins, if you are looking after a gremlin, you should not feed him after midnight, not get him wet, and not expose him to what? And this is a connections round as well. This is a connections round. So round 10, I'm going to ask you for a one-word connection. And if you get that one-word connection correct, that connects all the answers between 1 and 9, you will score 3 points. So question 1, according to the film Gremlins, if you are looking after a gremlin, you should not feed him after midnight, not get him wet, and not expose him to what? A reminder, this is a connections round, general knowledge connections round. Take all the answers, and I want a one-word answer for question 10. That one-word answer in somehow, some way connects all the answers to question 1 by putting that answer before or after one of the words in the answers for 3 points. So according to the film Gremlins, if you're looking after a gremlin, you should not feed him after midnight, not get him wet, and not expose him to what? So write your answers down. And then when we come to question 10, it's a bonus 3 points if you get the connection. So hopefully that connection round is as clear as mud. So 10-second countdown coming up. I know Mark has gone offline when he's trying to fix the TV, plug it in. And I'm still frozen, so it makes no difference. So question 2, which African American civil rights activist was assassinated in 1968 by escaped convict James Earl Ray? Which African American civil rights activist was assassinated in 1968 by escaped convict James Earl Ray? Remember, there is a connection. Question 10, I'm looking for a one-word connection that links all the answers in some way, shape, or form. Putting a word before or after one of the answers between 1 and 9. So which African American civil rights activist was assassinated in 1968 by escaped convict James Earl Ray? Write down your answers because, as I say, connection round, general knowledge connection round, there is a word that I'm looking for question 10, which will be what word links all the answers from 1 to 9. So countdown is on. Coming up to question 3. The Canary Islands are named after what animal? The Canary Islands are named after what animal?
I was going to say something there, but I can't. It'll give it away.
Correct.
We'll come to that again in the answers.
The Canary Islands are named after what animal? The Canary Islands are named after what animal? 30 seconds gone, 30 seconds remaining. Remember, if you don't know the answer and you've got the link already, that might help you with the next answers. If you don't know them, you can try and, if you've got that link already, then that might give you a clue to some of the future answers. So here we go, 10-second countdown. The Canary Islands are named after what animal?
It's already question 3. I would expect a whole host of guesses coming in by now. Some interesting ones.
So, question 4. Which George Orwell novel features a character called Napoleon? Mark's favourite character of history, Napoleon.
Character of history?
Yeah.
Did you really just call Napoleon a character of history?
Well, it says there which George Orwell novel features a character called Napoleon.
And you said one of Mark's
Napoleon was a
characters
Napoleon was a character of history.
Don't like your tone, young man. You take that back.
Which George Orwell novel features a character called Napoleon? Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Question 5. Which 1997 British film had the working title of Eggs, Beans and Chippendales? Which 1997 film had the working title of Eggs, Beans and Chippendales? Have you got the connection yet? If you have, then this might help you with the answer. Which 1997 British film had the working title of Eggs, Beans and Chippendales? Have you got the connection yet? If you have, then the connection word might help you with the answer if you don't know the answer to this one. So 40 seconds gone on question 5. Time is 9:23. So let's move on. 10-second countdown.
I'll say, considering we've had a few technical issues, time has been plodding along quite nicely. So thanks everybody for joining us again this week.
So question 6. Lord David Such, who committed suicide in 1999, was famous for founding what in 1983? I can remember seeing Screaming Lord David Such committed suicide in 1999, was famous for founding what in 1983? I can remember seeing him in 1972 in a place called the Sunshine Floors in East Dereham in Norfolk, and he was carted or brought into the dance hall in a coffin.
Seems appropriate.
Screaming Lord David Such who committed suicide in 1999, was famous for founding what in 1983?
Isn't what he founded being run by another lord?
Yep. So 10-second countdown coming up. And as I say, I saw him, and he was they had a supporting group called Blackfoot Sue. That's a record I haven't. They played a song which was one of my favorites. Question 7: which color features in the title of #1 hits by Tom Jones and Shakin' Stevens? Nice easy one for you. Which color features in the title of #1 hits by Tom Jones and Shakin' Stevens? What's the color that features in the #1 hits by Tom Jones and Shakin' Stevens? Have you got the connection yet? One word connection. Which color
Sorry, I was going to say again, I don't think Shakin' Stevens necessarily made it to the US. So Ali Boo can add Shakin' Stevens to the list with Chuckle Brothers.
Shakin' Stevens, I think, did especially for Christmas songs. But Ali, if you don't know, think of a color. Which color features in the title of a #1 hit by Tom Jones and Shakin' Stevens?
I feel like I played this for Dee, and she'd never heard this before.
10-second countdown. Which one? The Tom Jones one or the Shakin' Stevens one?
Shakin' Stevens one. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
She would have heard the title of the song, but not by Shakin' Stevens, because there was quite a few American artists that sang it. Question 8. In a greyhound race, and that's a British greyhound race, because the Americans have traps 1 to 8. We only have traps 1 to 6 usually. So in a greyhound race, that's a United Kingdom greyhound race, what colour does the greyhound in trap 3 wear? If you know the connection, you will know, you can guess the answer. If you know the connection, you can guess the answer. And in the trap 3 where? Put that word, one word connection with the answer to this.
Sorry, busy sharing the Shakin' Stevens love.
In a greyhound race, and that's a United Kingdom greyhound race, what colour does the greyhound in trap 3 wear? Ten-second countdown coming up. In a greyhound race, what colour does the greyhound in trap 3 wear?
Okay, bear with me a sec. I just need to restart again.
Yeah, 10-second countdown.
Something definitely a little bit wobbly this evening. Here we go. And yes, we do have a tiebreaker question for this evening, which we may need just to get you all excited. Question 9. What does the letter C, C for cabbage, stand for in the boxing organization WBC? What does the letter C, C for cabbage, stand for in the boxing organization WBC? Or the NATO phonetic alphabet, I believe C stands for Charlie. It does. But
what does the letter?
It doesn't stand for Charlie or cabbage, right?
Correct.
You're asking what it stands for in WBC.
What does the letter C stand for in the boxing organization WBC? Remember the connection word. Remember the connection word, and that will help you with the answer, hopefully.
That's some funny guesses coming in.
Right. 10-second countdown coming up.
All right, let me do a real quick squiz at the
10-second job.
Yeah, it's still up for grabs. Any one of
10-second countdown.
Any one of 3 teams could win this. No pressure. It's all going to come down to the 3-pointer.
So remember the last question. For 3 points, what is the one word that connects the answers of 1 to 9? And your time starts now. For 3 points, what is the one word that connects the answers 1 to 9 of the questions? So the one word you can either fit in the front of or at the end of one of the words in the answers. Bearing in mind some of the answers, there was only a one-word answer anyhow. So for 3 points, what is the one word that connects the answers of 1 to 9 for 3 points?
I think the lobsters are going through a civil war.
Right, so 50 seconds done. Remember, this is the last run, so you're going to get a 10-second countdown. So here we go. Get your answers in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. So You should not expose gremlins to what? Light. Bright light, light. Light is the answer.
Bright light is technically the correct answer. But yes,
Bright light is,
light.
yeah.
Yes, I won't get all nerdy about gremlins.
Number 2. Martin Luther King, assassinated by escaped convict James Earl Ray. Martin Luther King. Canary Islands are named after what animal? A dog or dogs?
No, do you not have a little story about that? I thought you'd have a little story about why it's a dog and not a bird or something.
No, we'll just skip it. We'll run out of time. Which George Orwell novel features a character called Napoleon? The answer is Animal Farm.
I think that marked every. Why does it say Napoleon? Hang on a second. Oh yeah, but it did mark everybody correct, I believe. There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you wanted the little Les story, Chris, but he's got a book coming out, so he can't reveal too much. we got to save it for the book, and then we got to get you to go to Amazon to buy the book. So it's a clever marketing ploy.
Question 5. Eggs, Beans, and Chippendales, the Full Monty. Screaming Lords, such the Monster Raving Loony Party. The Monster Raving Loony Party.
Which is now headed by Lord Buckethead. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
At least I saw Lord Buckethead.
Now, I'm just trying to think of the name of the record, as I say. Blackfoot Sue was the group that he was with, and they had a very good song. It got to number 2. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Tom Jones and Shakin' Stevens, Green Green Grass of Home, and Green Door. So the answer is green.
Yes, and I shared the link to the Shakin' Stevens Green Door video with Ali. So hope you enjoy that, Ali.
And number 8, what colour does the greyhound in Trap 3 wear? It's white. And question 9, WBC, what does the C stand for? Council. So for 3 points, what connects 1 to 9? And the answer is the word house. So, for example, you had lighthouse,
Hang on, let me read
house mark.
Lighthouse, House Martin, Doghouse, Farmhouse, Full House, House Party, Greenhouse, the White House, and Council House.
So for 3 points, the connection is the word house.
Yeah. So, your final leaderboard for this evening, for those of you who have been keeping score, looks a little bit like this.
The Frazzle Lobsters, 51. Cosmic Cabbage, 51. Well done, guys and girls. Five-Alls, 49. Good effort, Julian, Jim. Team Momo, still Boise, still by myself, 39. Good effort by yourself, and especially being American. And it's a UK quarantine quiz show, so even better still. Bobs and Stews, good ones, 31, 30, 34, and the fam, 21. Again, thank you very much, fam. Very, very good of you to keep joining us. Don't give up. Don't persevere. Keep persevering. You will get there. Right, so Frazzle Lobsters and Cosmic Cabbage, we have a tiebreaker question. You will be limited on time. If you give your answer after time, hard luck. So make certain, team captain, you have literally, we're going to give you 45 seconds, not the normal 60 seconds. We're going to give you 45 seconds. So tiebreaker question mark. So team captains, make certain you get your answers in.
Yeah, okay. You ready for this? How long are we giving them, little Les?
45 seconds.
45 seconds. All right. Question.
45. 4-5.
Tiebreaker is on its way. Interesting one.
I can't remember what I asked now. Right, here we go. Tiebreak question. In what year was Helen Duncan the last case of a woman being tried and convicted in the UK of witchcraft? Right, your time starts now, 45 seconds. I'll give you 15 seconds left. In what year was Helen Duncan the last case of a woman being tried and convicted in the United Kingdom of witchcraft? So, in what year was Helen Duncan the last case of a woman being tried and convicted in the United Kingdom of witchcraft? In what year? And if you're both within the same number of years, it will be the winner will be decided by the year under as opposed to over if you're both the same. So 30 seconds gone. You've got 15 seconds left. So get your answers in. Get your answers in. So I'm going to give you a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have we got answers, Mark?
We do.
Right. Okay. And
so
the answer,
the actual answer, and again, I'm sure Little Les has a story behind this, is 1944. So no team got this correct. But one team did come closer. Underneath 1944.
so they are the winner.
So they are the winner. So congratulations to
The Fraser Lobsters on 52, Cosmic Cabbage on 51. What was the answer from Cosmic Cabbage?
So Cosmic Cabbage guessed with 1678, and the Lobsters came in with 1888.
There you go, 1944. Remember that one. That's always a good tiebreaker question.
Yep. So congrats, guys. Came all the way down to the end.
Right. So good effort, good participation by everyone. As always, thank you very much for taking part. And I can only say once again, appreciation to all the teams for last week taking part and also donating funds. As I say, we raised £1,490 for Solent Mind, a very, very worthy cause. Talking about worthy causes, it's now official, and I will be sending something out tomorrow and over the weekend, letting everyone know that the scheduled race night for HMS Sultan is now Friday, the 24th of September. Friday, the 24th of September. So Yvonne and team, you'll be getting your invites. Likewise, so will everyone else. But I will send and issue details 24th of September. And of course, that's subject to COVID-19 being A-OK, done and dusted. We can have and for our big party. As I say, HMS Sultan holds up to 400. We always have 350 attend. That's what I limit to. I had 900 people turned away the last time we had it.
Hey,
So as soon as
what day is that, Lil Les? Is that a
Friday? Friday, the 24th of September.
All right. So there won't be a meat raffle. Everybody's so excited about the meat raffle. There won't be a meat raffle on the Friday, but if you come to Sunny Gosport for a long weekend, you can come to the Sultan Night on Friday, recover on Saturday, and then it's everybody. Julia's invited everybody down the Five Alls on Sunday for a full English brekkie, and the Sunday afternoon meat raffle, and then what's after? Bingo, right?
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, there you go. I've been paying attention.
Yeah. So there are one or two places to stay, but once I advertise it, and as I say, it is going to be a special one because it's the 40th anniversary of us actually holding the HMS Sultan race night. So it's 40 years we've been doing it. So it will be a special evening. And you are all welcome to attend. Right, so thank you very much for everyone for joining. Very much appreciate your taking up your time. And hopefully see you next Wednesday. Spread the word. Take care.
Yep, thanks very much everybody for joining. Alibu, good to see you again. El Capitane. Hopefully we'll get together soon. Alibu says she's going to fly over. There you go. Well, maybe we'll get a whole plane full of us, right? Because flights are going to be so cheap.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, they won't know. They won't once they know what's happening when it's happening, because
Well,
we have people. We do have people come from all over the UK, Europe, and the world,
yes,
and
it's
especially
always,
especially over 40 years worth of people. They'll want to be there.
it's always a good night out, followed by breakfast down the Five Alls.
Right. Okay then.
All right. Thanks very much, everybody, and hopefully we'll have a few less technical problems next week. But thanks for joining, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, I'll start practicing my moves for next week.
Yeah, we missed the little Les dancing.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Take care,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.